this is Luna from herlanguage.dk coming up with this weekly Tarot de Marseille card reading for June 17th to June 30, 2019. Now please remember that this is a general reading as usual. It's a reading on the energies going on right now globally regarding politics and climate, and also what's going on inside of us as human beings and earth people living on this planet. And so therefore it will not necessarily resonate with your personal life in details. For some of you, however, may find that this resonates quite a lot. Now if you would like a personal reading, please read the info in the box below this video. As usual, I'm reading the energies from Spirit, from Star People, where I feel my energy is strongly connected to. If you would like more reflections on metaphysics going on, then please tune into my website herlanguage.dk. This time I have shuffled the cards a little bit differently than usual. I have been shuffling the major arcana cards together with the minor arcana cards. So I've been shuffling 78 cards. 22 cards coming from the major arcana card deck and the 56 cards coming from the minor arcana card deck. The reason I have chosen to shuffle the cards like this time is because I had a strong feeling that this was how the Spirit was going to pick up the right cards for us. As you will see in a moment, it's a very strong reading. We're on a mental level for the next 2 weeks. A lot of stuff is going on in our thoughts, in our belief systems, in our communication with each other. A lot of energy is playing out right now. A lot of stuff is going on in the planetary positions, as we can see playing out physically in the world around us, with very many warlike situations, a lot of conflicts, a lot of debate and discussions, and I would add also a lot of confusion. People are very confused about what's going on within themselves. So let's have a look at what the Star People has for us in this week's reading for the next 2 weeks. At the first shuffle, 4 cards came out, starting out with the major arcana card number 4, the Emperor, which is about stability, talking about strength and irrevocable judgment. We see how his right foot is leaning up against the eagle, which is a symbol of our spirits, our personal guardians, taking care of us and following us in our daily lives. So this could signify that we are leaning more against what's coming in on a spiritual level, and that we know what we're doing. He's standing there with his scepter in his hand, having a very fixed look at what's going on. It's like he has the overall view. So we're starting to see some more stability playing out in our lives. Now the next card coming in is Free of Chalices. So now we're in the emotional realm, the spiritual realm, the realm concerning our sensitivity also, talking about birth and healing in this realm. As for the next card, we are on an earth level with our financial and material lives. And 10 of Pentacles is talking about wealth, and it's talking about how we are framing our earth life when it comes to how we spend our resources, how we spend our money, if we have a lot of material stuff. It could also be talking about finding new treasures, but either way, it's talking about a growth in wealth. Now the last card that came out with these 3 cards I just mentioned was 5 of Swords. So now we're on a mental level. This is talking about our own psychology, where we right now feel remorseful. We feel a little bit defeated. We are feeling that we are to blame for something. So this is talking about our thoughts and our ideas right now and how we communicate with the world. So as we are starting to see our earth life playing out in a more stable way with our emotions and our spirituality, the two coming into alignment, we find out that we have to let go of something in our lives too in order to make the changes that we are asked to make. And that can make us feel a little bit maybe regretful, like I mentioned before, remorseful, because maybe we find out that we have to let some family members go, a best friend go, or even a partner or a colleague, changing our direction in business life. And that will make us feel as if we are to blame because we are seeing the light in our lives now. We feel whole, and we have finally understood that when we follow our heart and our emotions and somewhat spirituality, we automatically receive what is meant for us, like the right place to live, the right house. We receive exactly what we need. And as we have started to see that playing out in our lives, we also have become more stabilized. But viewing our friends and colleagues and family members not following that path or not understanding what's going on makes us feel to blame for making changes in our lives, as if we are to make excuses for what we're thinking and for the new ideas that are coming in, for the new way of communicating for us maybe. Okay, so this was the first part of the reading. Now let's move to the second part. Here also 4 cards came out at the same time, starting out with 8 of Swords, which is talking about us being some kind of self-defense, like we have to defend something on a psychological level. And with the Queen of Swords coming in after 8 of Swords, it's showing us that we are feeling separated, we're feeling like the widow sitting all alone, holding on to old belief systems, our own psychology, old way of thinking, old patterns of thinking. And so let's move on to the third card to see what this is about. And here we have 3 of Swords coming in, telling us that we need to go on an introspection. We need to go within to analyze what is going on a mental realm right now. We have to let in some new belief systems that are starting to show up. Maybe even some new paranormal experiences, some new thoughts, new way of thinking that is scaring us deep inside on a deep psychological level, because we are not used to having those kind of thoughts and ideas. We are not used to communicate, for example, with dimensions outside of us, with dimensions that we cannot see with the physical eye. And with the last card coming in, Ace of Swords, is telling us that we are somewhat fighting spirit right now. We are not allowing it to come in fully, to play out fully in our lives. We are battling it on a mental realm. But this is about our belief systems, and something is changing from old traditions to more new, open way of seeing the world, understanding the whole cosmos maybe. I'm seeing a lot of swords in this reading, and that is drawing my attention to the planet Mercury, which is exactly about communication, thoughts, ideas, higher way of seeing things. So wherever you have Mercury in your personal astrological chart, that's where it will play out right now for the next 2 weeks. As always, I look at the bottom of the card deck, and as we only have been working with one deck today, there is only 1 card at the bottom of it. And here we find the Star card, card number 17, talking about hope. It's coming out upside down. So that is telling us about some kind of fatalism going on a global scale right now. Talking about people having some kind of loss of clear-headedness. We don't feel that we have any kind of favorable moments or favorable predictions about our future. We are not feeling connected to the stars. And as this is the star people we are connecting to energetically in this reading, I feel that it's us losing hope in that connection, in that kind of communication. We have a lot of obstacles on a mental realm to overcome, to really let the thinking and the new ideas from the star people to come into our lives. As usual, I have also drawn 2 angel cards for this reading from the original angel card deck written and drawn by Kathy Tyler and Joy Drake. And here we have 2 cards coming out at the same time, telling us to be spontaneous, to keep our joy in life, because that seems to be the only way to overcome the obstacles we have on a mental level right now, to lift up our energies, not to fall down in self-pity and blame and guilt, but to rise up to our crown chakra, to really get inspired and to get in touch what is out there in cosmos, to inspire us to live different lives where we perhaps will come to an understanding or an agreement on disagreeing on some of the stuff going on in our belief systems right now, to give more space to each other, to not discuss and debate and fight, but to listen to each other and just accepting that there are different belief systems playing out right now, and that is just part of our evolution. Also, I would like to draw your attention to the colors of the angels on these 2 angel cards, where we seem to have pink and purple and red and green, all referring to our root chakra, our crown chakra, to become whole, to reintegrate both the 1st and the 7th chakra into our lives, to become whole, stable persons. The pink and the green color referring to our heart chakra, so make sure that you will feel the energy of the heart within every cell of your body, so that we can go and be spontaneous and do what we feel motivated to do and not what we just feel that we have to do. So go out there and be spontaneous, show your heart, smile to the world, believe that there is some kind of higher meaning to your life here on planet Earth. So take care of yourselves out there, let the sun into your light, look up in the skies for answers to your life on a deeper level. I'm going to leave that at that. Thank you for watching and listening. Bye for now.